everyone, welcome to part 6 of my Let's Play of Super Smash Bros. Brawl Subspace Emissary. We're gonna go into the Ruined Hall. And unfortunately, it's not it for Golem. Alright, so, time for round 2 of Golem. You fight him twice, actually. Wrong button. I'm so used to pressing down B in Wii U to activate the attack, but anyways... So, Charizard is a new character. We just got him last episode for defeating him and throwing him into our Pokeball. And he has a rock attack, and it's probably the fastest way to destroy Golem. Look at it. I pretty much defeated him underneath 10 seconds. Well, besides that mistake I did. But yeah, he's very powerful. Now, I call shenanigans on that. They could have died there, actually. Alternate ending, they actually died there. Anyways, let's go to the wilds, and we'll see where our adventure takes place next. Also, really quickly before I say anything. Now, once a subspace bomb has exploded, you will not be able to re-access that area again until pretty much near the end of the game, so... The areas inside that subspace bomb, you will not be able to re-enter for a long time. That being said, let's just go ahead and move on to the wilds. Yeah, I know you guys are thinking, man, you're crapping on Yoshi because you're never selecting him. He was never involved in this adventure in the first place. You know what happened when Link first met him. Plus, he committed tax fraud. He deserves to be arrested. Anyways, so... once again, we are in a side-scrolling type of thing. And, of course, these kissing enemies got me. I bet, like, during the development, room, bet they made a joke about the kissing enemies. Like, okay, we need an enemy for this game. How about lipstick kissing people? Because we have an item called a lipstick, and it's for your lips. So yeah, let's have an enemy dedicated to that item. I'm pretty sure that's how they got the origins from. Alright, so anyways. Now, Pit. Let's talk about Pit really quickly. Most of these enemies that I'm fighting would eventually show up on a Kid Icarus game. I don't know if they were in the first Kid Icarus game on the NES. I really don't think so. because that's pretty much the only thing, Pit has ever been into. Oh my god. But overall, these enemies do later on be official enemies for Pit in, like, future Kid Icarus games. Alright. Okay, get these guys out of here. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Pit's recovery, and that's why they pretty much improved it for Wii U and Ultimate. First glance, Pit had potential. I will say that. He does have potential. And I'm pretty sure he can do a lot better than what he already was. Anyway, so these crushers, I will say this really quickly. Getting crushed by the spikes does not count as crushing. However, getting crushed by the flat side, however, does count as crushing. Now, I don't know how that works, but it just does. Oh my god. I died twice to this guy, all because of these primates. Oh my god, the wind. I feel like the main problem here is the wind. Like, the reason why I keep dying here is because the Primate is shooting at me, but also I can barely even reach the Primate because the wind condition is always like that. And yes, Ultimate even has wind conditions in their story mode. And again, like, when this game was being developed, Sakurai did not want to be part of this. But he did. He eventually did. And I'm pretty sure he was not amused to how the result went because of how bad its success went compared to Melee. Because Melee was a huge success. Ultimate is a huge success. Brawl just failed miserably. Alright. So, yeah, it felt depressing for a moment there, because, like, it looks like the end of the heroes. Even the robots caught have actually grabbed onto them. But somehow they escaped. I'm pretty sure they can, because of Smash Brothers, obviously. But whatever. Moving on to the swamp, and... you know how many levels it's been since the lake It's definitely been a long time. And when you play this level, you pretty much completely forgot that these two were still on their adventure. It's actually been a long walk. That being said, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Once again, we are playing as Fox. And we are tagging along with Diddy Kong in their search to rescue Donkey Kong. And we are in Shrek's swamp. And, of course, there's also geysers here. And there is an area over here. You definitely gotta be over here, but you can't jump, otherwise, you will always make your way back to that edge. Alright. But yeah, Fox is really good. He is top tier in Melee. I don't know if he's top tier in Brawl, but I played with him recently for Ultimate, and I felt really natural with him. I think I took out a really good player as this character. His reflector can be really good. And like, his games are mostly shooter games, and the only game he was actually considered as a regular character would be Star Fox Adventures on the GameCube, which is made by Rare, actually. And you know I like Rare. I really like Rare. Okay. Honestly, that was actually plain convenience, but I do want to go for that. You always want to go for everything. You can't get almost everything, but it always helps to do it. Again, these flow guys absolutely make no sense. And then there's the puppet guys. Compared to Pinocchio, they are really evil. Luckily, you do get a stock for doing this. But I'm pretty sure the stock won't last long, considering you do start off with only 4 stocks, and we are getting close to pretty much an end of a section. So pretty much that stock is pretty much only useful for is replaying this level. We'll talk more on that later. Alright, so let's go ahead and go in here. And, this is another of these air geyser rooms. It's very windy. The good news is you don't die up here, thank goodness. But definitely watch out for those bullet bills. Now, I'm going to talk about this really quickly before it does get too deep in. So, I'm currently also doing a Let's Play of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. It's a co-op Let's Play with DJ Xana. probably couldn't have come at a much better time, Falco. And look, it's the Empire State Building! Oh no! Anyway, so I really hate this boss. I die a lot to this boss, even on normal difficulty, but let's see how I do. So I'm not going to talk about DJ Xana yet. We'll talk about him after this fight. Anyway, so I honestly don't like this boss. He is really strong. Like, a smash attack from him could literally lead to death if not careful. But overall, it does take a little bit to get used to, and if he gets an item, he becomes really huge with that item. Like, even the item itself gets enormous. Like, I don't know how the logic makes sense of that, but anyways. Never a big fan of this boss. He is actually really strong. Like, that clap right there, that is the main issue here. Even the recovery could be a problem if you're not careful. Anyway, if you are playing as Falco, he actually came at a very good time. And I do recommend getting a, I do recommend taking your time with this and don't let this guy get the best hand of you. Yeah, he should be almost down though. He is about to approach sudden death type of damage here. Yeah, he's at 300 now. And yet he is still beating me up. You can't grab him. So you pretty much gotta perform a really good hit on him. Luckily, I am holding my own. Okay, never mind, I'm not. Alright, Diddy Kong. Can you eliminate yourself? Yes, you can. You have conquered your fears. Honestly, I think the Star Fox team just couldn't catch a break, honestly, because Diddy Kong is really wanting the help. Alright, so now we're playing a Falco in this level. Anyway, so let's get back to the subject on Scott Pilgrim before I forget. So, I originally planned of Scott Pilgrim being like a weekly series after this is over. But we recorded it a long time ago, and I don't want to make the same mistake I did with Portal 2 Co-op with Garrett. So, instead, I'm making that Let's Play a monthly Let's Play. So, like, you only see this Let's Play happen once a month. And again, it's partially me keeping the theme of doing certain things on both Twitch and YouTube once a month. Like, I do top 5s once a month. I do Mario Maker on Twitch once a month. I do Super Smash Flash 2 once a month. I'm mostly doing a lot of different projects once a month because, like, I don't want to... Oh yeah, and I'm keeping Fortnite. By the way, Fortnite on Twitch, I'm doing once a month. A lot of my projects, I'm doing once a month because I want to show off other things. And sure, it's mostly a Twitch thing. The one thing I struggle on YouTube is trying to get a video for for Wednesdays, because most of my Wednesdays is always like a random video. It could be a top 5, it could be a Five Nights at Sonic's video. It could be even something that just came out recently. And I'm trying to, like, create some new content every week. That's my main goal, is to get content ready every week. And not necessarily just the same project you would normally see. So, Scott Pilgrim is gonna be a really slow series, so don't expect it to be every week. And this game pretty much doesn't appear to be very common anymore. It was, but not anymore. Okay, get up here, please. Alright. I do really like this lake area, actually. Like, after fighting a gigantic Diddy Kong, it's actually a good breath of fresh air to actually explore the lake. Or the swamp, rather, because that's actually the name of the level. And I'm probably about to die. Because... oh yeah, and if the enemies touch the water, well, they're dead. Doesn't take too much effort, they just die when they touch the water. I'm assuming they're all allergic to water. But then when you explain, like, the electrical fish enemies that are flying around that you thought was supposed to be in water, and yet for some reason they just aren't. And here I am trying the C-stick when ultimately it's not gonna work anymore. For some reason the C-stick is broken on my controller. It won't let me use it for smash attacks, so I have to press A and tap the analog stick to even do it. I was never used to that. Okay, well, there goes Falco. Then that's okay. Man, my nose is itchy. There we go. And right here's the end of the level, guys. I'm gonna simply ignore that gigantic Goomba. Alright, so now the whole entire island is actually revealed to us. This is in fact Angel Island. It's a floating island. I wonder where Knuckles is. But speaking of that, we'll do that next episode. Thank you all guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Mark for one, signing out.